Welcome to Newsline, 30 minutes news presentation about Liberia and the rest of our one world. Today is Tuesday, July 11, 2023. With this afternoon's presentation, my name is Titi Jibro. Top stories this afternoon: President George Weah reaffirms commitment to constitutional term limit. Ministry of Education suspends operational license of a local school for parading with a coffin in Kakata, Magibi County. We Are Intellectual Movement describes Henry Costa as conflicted character who got served what he deserves. And away
It means nothing to us. Our true job is to communicate the gains of President Weah. That is our commitment. That is our purpose.
Away from Liberia, Nigerian authorities intercept tanker with stolen crude oil. Sports, the news in simple Liberian English, French, a report of today's weather and foreign development are all packaged. Zokwe Beslukan first sets the pace with a bulletin of news.
President George Weah has expressed disappointment over attempts by some West African leaders altering their country's constitutions to seek third terms. Presidential Press Secretary Sulu Kegbe quotes President Weah as describing such action as unacceptable. He, however, said President Weah is committed to a two-term presidency consistent with the Liberian constitution. Presidential Press Secretary Kegbe disclosed that the Liberian leader will continue to uphold a peaceful and reconciled Liberia and assure it of the president's second-term victory. In another development, the authority of ECOWAS heads of state and government has overwhelmingly endorsed a proposal by President George Weah for Liberia to take a non-permanent member seat at the United Nations. At the same time, Israeli government has hailed President George Weah for the development initiatives taking place in the country. The recognition was made by Israeli Foreign Minister Ila Cohen during a Liberian leader's visit to that country. Presidential Press Secretary Sulu Kegbe quotes Minister Cohen as thanking President Weah for his exceptional and developmental leadership in Liberia. Mr. Kegbe said Minister Cohen's recognition followed reports from Israeli embassy with oversight in Liberia, Guinea, Ghana, among others, about President Weah's impactful development programs in the country. He told the Super Money Show Tuesday that with the many ongoing developments in the country, the Israeli foreign minister has expressed optimism that President Weah could receive second-term mandate from the Liberian people. A staunch member of the Weah intellectual movement, Councillor Kanyo Bagbala, says the ongoing political standoff between political commentator Henry Costa and Unity Party standard-bearer Joseph Boakai is none of their business. On Monday, Henry Costa in a press conference announced his disengagement with the All Liberian Party of Banana Ure from the presidential bid of Ambassador Boakai. Councillor Gbala told ELBC Open Conversation Monday that the Coalition for Democratic Change (CDC) is primarily focused on showcasing the gains and achievements of President George Weah to ensure one-round victory in the pending October 10 elections.
This is the alternative that they are presenting to the versatile leadership of President Weah. So I advise my colleagues, I say, look, let's not elevate what is happening there. In fact, it means nothing to us. Our true job is to communicate the gains of President Weah. That is our commitment. That is our purpose.
The Weah intellectual movement stalwart further described Costa as a conflicted character who got served what he deserves given his inconsistent orientation. The Ministry of Education has suspended the operational permit of the Giddings Polytechnic Institute in the county. The local education office said the Giddings Polytechnic was suspended for breaching the 2022-2023 academic calendar guidelines. It can be recalled on July 6, 2023, The Gaydens Polytechnic Institute, during its Gala Day celebration, paraded with a coffin through the principal streets of Kakata. The county education officer, Stephen Toh, said the unusual move is totally against the guidelines on Gala Day activities put in place by the ministry. He told ELBC the school violated the Code of Conduct and Education laws of Liberia and that it will remain suspended until the outcome of an ongoing investigation into the matter. At the same time, an unknown woman has been found dead in Kakata, Margibi County. The woman is suspected of being a victim of gang rape in the Old 14th Road community. Our correspondent quotes police preliminary findings as saying the woman was reportedly strangulated to death. It is believed she was involved in a fist fight with the suspects before she was eventually overpowered. Our correspondent said she was found dead with blood oozing from her private parts. Alien Executive Mansion videographer Gabriel Mills has launched an SOS call for financial support towards the completion of his medical treatment in Turkey. Mr. Mills and others were involved in a February 10 to 2019 presidential convoy accident, leaving him severely wounded. His condition has, however, improved following 3 years of medical examinations in Ivory Coast and Turkey at the expense of government. In an ELBC interview Tuesday, Gabriel Mills disclosed that he needs about 5,000 United States dollars for travel and accommodation to complete his medication.
I'm appealing to every Liberian, His Excellency Dr. Manuel Weah, all our humanitarians, all our philanthropists to add to me because I only have this week here.
Mills stated that government has already made full payment for the completion of his treatment in Turkey, for which he remains appreciative. He particularly thanked President George Weah for his unwavering commitment to restore his health. And a 24-year-old man, Joseph Yoyo, has mistakenly shot and killed himself in Benkoman town, Lower Bon County. The incident occurred while on a hunting expedition along with his friend Momo Hali. The friend managed to carry the victim on a road while traditional herbalists tried removing the bullets but failed. Prior to his death, the man told family members that his friend was not responsible for his death and should be left alone. Meanwhile, the body of the man was turned over to the family and has since been buried.
Zokwe Beslo Kana returns a little later with our foreign development and weather report. One of our top stories this afternoon: Ministry of Education suspends operational license of a local school for parading with a coffin in Kakata, Margibi County. To this